For many of these Nigerian students who had been trapped in Sumy and other areas of Ukraine, they're one step closer to home and further away from war. They've been received by the Nigerian embassy here in Hungary.
We've just accepted a whole new lot of students from the border. Overall, today I think we had in 150 that came in today. That is in addition to the people who have been coming in regularly every day. And so today is just to address them and to let them know what the preparations for the next evacuations are. And also to let them know that we're looking into how we can assist them with continuing their education, that we have not left them alone, but that they should be patient because there are things that have to be done to make sure that everything is coordinated in terms of the universities that they're going to maybe be able to get into, the courses that they may be able to take, that these things are not easily resolved because they're coming from one country and maybe going into the educational system of another country. They're now here safe and sound, they can speak to their parents and have reasonably good shelter here and interact with each other.
The students are visibly happy. Food, a warm building and a bed so they can sleep in safety at long last. But while many breathe a sigh of relief, there's also the inhalation of reliving the racism that kept them from fleeing Ukraine sooner.
3 men had to get me on the train because they were saying that they would let black people, mostly us, they would let us on the train. They were letting Ukrainians on the train. So all the men from Nigeria had to fight for us to get on the train. It was really bad. We were standing for 24 hours because I didn't sit in the train. I stood for 24 hours to get to Hungary here. It was really bad.
There was racism in such a way that they felt like we weren't supposed to be part of the evacuation. And meanwhile, we just came to the country just to study. And we at most we are the reason why we are should be the main people that should be evacuated because we are not part of their country. We just came here for a purpose. And then they were kicking us, some were kicking us, some were pushing us. And they even put us in for me, I had to stay in a place that was freezing and I couldn't sleep in a 14 to 15 hours journey in a train. I was freezing, but I just knew that at the end of the day I was going to come out alive. So that was what gave me hope. So I just overlooked all the racism because I knew that I had a goal in mind, which was to go home.
When they do get there, it's believed there'll be more guidance on how they can continue their education.
I'm in final semester actually. So they are trying to obtain our documents. Maybe they can transfer us to other schools around here so that we can actually graduate. Because it was very traumatizing actually. It was bad, bad.
But there are still students here who are considering the option of staying behind. One student telling me off camera they would like to use the 30 days given to them to remain in Hungary to develop a plan to keep them in Europe. The next evacuation flight from Hungary is expected to depart on Saturday. These students will finally be able to return to Nigeria and see their families. And while that is undoubtedly something to look forward to, the relief will continue to battle with them reliving the racism, trauma and fear they experienced trying their hardest to flee the war in Ukraine. Adefemi Akinsanya, Arise News, Budapest.